Alright, how are you guys doing today? My name is Ben. Today we'll be checking out Columbina's drip marketing. I'm very excited to see what we'll learn here and what Hoyo might tease us on for the future. Without further ado, let's dive on in. Let's see what's going on. Moonlit Dove, where lies your cove? Columbina, Hyposelenia. Her chosen name. Which, if I'm remembering correctly, the second half, Hyposelenia, that they brought up was like born beneath the moon, was the translation or something very similar to that. And then Columbina, tied to just all the feelings that her friends had felt towards her, all these positive aspects, and going, yeah, that's who we know is Columbina. So that was an amazing moment in the story, and I love the art here of Columbina, just so at peace. Ooh, do I see Hydro back there? I think I do. Okay. I mean, that makes total sense with the moon, ties to the tide and water. Ooh, let's get the quote. Okay. Winter nights know no mercy. She left her curtained nest in frost and snow. No one is obliged to restore that which she has lost. What? A little harsh. Anastasia Fyodorovna Snezhnaya. Why is your last name Snezhnaya? Is this the Cryo Archon? Is this the TSARITSA? Is this the TSARITSA's full name? That would be insane. Hold on, guys. I think we just got the TSARITSA being name dropped there. Her full name. Yeah, Anastasia Fyodorovna Snezhnaya. That's very interesting, and that would make total sense with this quote here. Winter nights know no mercy. She left her curtained nest in frost and snow. No one is obliged to restore that which she has lost. Yeah, because obviously that would be her leaving the Fatui, the protection of the TSARITSA. I'm very, very curious about if the TSARITSA will also end up being a Buronia SP. I really can't wait to see that. And just, how they'll build up to Snezhnaya in the future, near the end of NodKrai. No, that's incredibly exciting though. That, I'm so hyped. Because obviously, I love going for every Archon. Cryo Archon coming up next. For Snezhnaya. Means I'll have to make sure I keep saving. Name, Columbina Hyposelenia. Title, Woken Moon's Homecoming, the Moon Maiden. Question mark Hydro. Constellation? Question mark. So yeah, we don't have a ton of info there, but there are a few very interesting things. The Moon Maiden. I remember that from the web events when they were talking about Columbina, and it's like, wait, what? Okay, this is just her title is Moon Maiden, and the new moon, and then Woken Moon's Homecoming. Is she the Woken Moon? Which we've been able to buy that for years in Genshin at this point. Columbina Hyposelenia. Woken Moon's Homecoming. Moon Maiden. Yeah, and then we get to see the full art there. Again, just so at peace. Well, just another perspective of it, as usual. Yeah, they always do amazing with the 2D. To Columbina, this planet was never a kind mother. It gave her a singular, extraordinary identity when it birthed her, but that seemed to exhaust all the love it could offer. In the days that followed, her mother rejected her outstretched arms with cold silence. Columbina could only close her eyes and grope forward between one wall and another. The maze that trapped her was a circle, a spiraling tower reaching upward. Columbina softly hummed the melodies in her memory, her only connection to her mother. Barefoot, she walked through the Frost Moon Enclave and Glupov, eventually returning to the Silver Moon Hall, where her own echoes still lingered on the walls. But unlike before, she had finally found a name of her own with the hope of her friends. She now had hope, as well as desires. She wanted to go home. Now, at the top of the tower, the moon that held her answers hovered just within reach. She stretched out her arms, but it was like the moon falling into water. Whoom! That is a lot. Okay, so we definitely had that vibe of her talking about the rejection, Teyvat rejecting her. Single extraordinary identity. Exhaust all the love. Teyvat followed her mother, reject her outstretched arms. Grope form between one wall and another, so her closed eyes. During those moments. Yeah, she's had her eyes closed this whole time. That's one of the things I'm really curious to see, is what her eyes will look like if she'll open them. I assume she will, eventually. Sparkling tower reaching upward. Some of this language here is very interesting to me. And her humming the melodies. It's almost like she's humming a final lullaby that was left to her. Yeah, and then finding the name, which that was so much of the last Archon quest, was that process of reminding her and showing her how many people care about her, how many friends she does have in the world, that she's not truly rejected by all. She now had hope and desires. And then the end of the Archon quest, where she's so close to getting to home, to the moon. But then she instead goes through the moon gate to the reflection of the moon, where Rerir and Thorlindis are. And there's her full art. Again, just extremely elegant. They always knock it out of the park when they're showing off the art for the next character. And that's guaranteed. Columbina next patch. Hydro, can't wait to see and continue her story. I'm very, very curious as well if that name we got earlier, Anastasia, is the TSARITSA, if she is the Cryo Archon. Everything there it seemed like it was pointing to that. Last name Snezhnaya. But with that, I'll end that off there today. So let me know how you guys enjoyed down below. What are your thoughts and theories? And what stood out to you during this during us checking out this bit of drip marketing for Columbina? What do you think of the 2D art? What do you think of the possibility that we just got a quote from the TSARITSA herself, the Cryo Archon, and how insane that is, and all the possibilities for the future? But I truly hope that you guys have enjoyed. If you have, feel free to subscribe and watch what you want to watch. Hope you all have a great day, night, whatever time it is for you. I love you all. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. See ya.